Hello and welcome. Well, we're continuing to journey through Advent today in the company of Christina Rossetti and her poetry. In the poem we hear today, Christina Rossetti looks at silence, its difficulties in Advent, and the opportunities for promise of future blessing that it gives. Part of waiting for anything is silence. It's inevitable. We can't always be like the excited children jumping up and down in the back of the car saying, "Are we nearly there yet? Are we nearly there yet?" Although the atmosphere of lighting a different candle every week starts to generate that. Nothing wrong with a degree of expectation. But there is still waiting, and there is still waiting in silence. And sometimes that can be more difficult than at other times. Sometimes it might feel as though the heavens themselves are still, and we're stuck. God is yet to speak. Oh come, Emmanuel, we cry. We look out at the wintry sky, which seems desolate, and we ask this for ourselves. Rossetti speaks of the silence that is an absence of sound. It can be a deeply frustrating silence. But it can also be a silence where there is a large element of hope and promise for the future which may or may not yet be fulfilled, as in this picture of the sower sowing seed in a wintry sky. Silence is always a place of encounter. Are we ready, I wonder, to hear God coming to us through silence? Are we ready to follow the practice of ancient religious traditions that bathe themselves in silence, encounter it, so that they may encounter God in hope and in the depths and wonder of the human heart? Are we? And perhaps all of us feel that there are both two sides of silence, the agony and the hope. Both are wonderfully captured in Psalm 22, where the psalmist begins with a cry of loneliness and silence. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from helping me, from the words of my groaning? O my God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but find no rest. Yet you are holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel. In you our ancestors trusted. They trusted, and you delivered them. To you they cried and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame. The silence and also the hope. And it's that hope after silence in which the psalmist finishes the psalm. From you comes my praise in the great congregation. My vows I will pay before those who fear him. The poor shall eat and be satisfied. Those who seek him shall praise the Lord. May your hearts live forever. To him indeed shall all who sleep in the earth bow down. Before him shall bow down all who go down to the dust, and I shall live for him. Posterity will serve him. Future generations will be told about the Lord and proclaim his deliverance to a people yet unborn, saying that he has done it. Silence is an acute thing. At the start of lockdown, we heard in the silence of the city and the silence of the countryside the singing of a new song. There was obviously fear, but there was also hope, because in the silence there was singing. In our silence there can be singing. Singing of the one who is coming, singing of the one who is ready to harvest the seeds that we have sown in silence and bring them and us to fruit and life and hope and glory. Here is the poem. There is a silence that saith, "Oh me." There is silence that nothing saith. One the silence of life forlorn, one the silence of death. One is, and the other shall be. One we know and have known for long. One we know not, but we shall know. All we who have ever been born, even so, be it so. There is silence, despite a song. Sowing day is a silent day. Resting night is a silent night. But whoso reaps the ripened corn shall shout in his delight when silences vanish away.